man. Yes, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Good morning, Too Raw Mob. We're growing, man. I don't know if we still a mob or not. We growing. But it's day 2 on this load coming up here to New Jersey. Shit, if I'm not in New Jersey yet, I'm very close. I got like 2 more hours to make it to the drop. Yesterday I didn't drive 700 miles. I drove like 600 something, as it was heavy traffic and shit like that. So we didn't drive as far yesterday, but we still made some ground. We on time to our delivery, so that's always good, right? We're an hour early right now, hour and like 15 minutes. So we're gonna get there and we're gonna park up until they're ready to unload us. I heard they was real strict up here, so we're just gonna sit and wait. But right now, let me brush my teeth and I'll come back to the camera. All right, y'all see I parked at I think this is like a FedEx hub or UPS, something. It's something like that. I parked up here because I mean, it's a Flying J right across the street, but that Flying J was, man, that thing was so packed, and I was so mad waiting on people to park, because people cannot park, man. I seen somebody trying to like literally jackknife. I know I used to talk about jackknifing my truck into parking spots, but no, this person, you can tell they came from drive-in or reefer with tandem axles, and literally this guy was trying to like literally jackknife his truck into this parking space. It was so crazy to watch. But man, I'm not gonna sit here and talk here all day because I got to get down the road. So I'm gonna see y'all at the drop. All right, guys, so I'm in New Jersey. I'm like I'm 2 miles away from my drop, and I'm an hour early too. So all right, so right now I'm having to follow this truck route. So I have my Apple Maps on, I have my Garmin on, and both of them, even the Garmin, which is supposed to be a truck GPS, right, it's taking me the same route my Apple Maps is taking me. So I get to this stoplight, and it's telling me truck route, turn left. So I turn left. I'm on this road right now, but like I'm going literally the opposite way from, you know, the place where I should be. So I ended up making a right turn, and I went down this road where it was nowhere I could go. I had to turn around, right? I didn't get that on camera. The camera wasn't rolling, but so I'm back on route now. But I just popped in just to say, you know, sometimes you will have to, you know, well, not sometimes, all the time, read your signs that's on side of the road, man. You gotta read the signs that's on side of the road, because yeah, you may have bought you a $400 Garmin GPS, you know, and then you got your Google Maps going, you got your Apple Maps going alongside of it. You got 3 GPSs going on, but it'll still get you, you know, in some trouble. It'll still get you in trouble. So make sure you're reading your signs. If I hadn't read my signs, I would have went down roads where, you know, the roads couldn't take, you know, all the weight that I'm hauling, you know, that I have on the back. So just make sure y'all reading the signs, and y'all, you know, paying attention, because that's what it is. You got to pay attention out here. If you're not paying attention, you're gonna put yourself in sticky situations all the time. Now, I can say, you know, as a truck driver, I'm in sticky situations all the time. And if you got a truck driver that's gonna sit and tell you that they don't be in, you know, sticky situations damn near all the time, then they lying to you. You know, they lying to you, bro. Because I've been trucking for 2.5 years. I got trained through a reputable company, probably one of the best, and you know, I still, you know, go through shit. I still go down the road that I'm not supposed to be down. I still, you know, miss my turn and have to go some miles out the way to turn around, you know, and stuff like that. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. So y'all just keep that in mind. And man, just keep on trucking.
Back in that bag again. Whoa, whoa, yeah. Hey. Back in that, yeah. Tell them to watch it. Now I ain't talking my pockets, just know we ain't running out the way that we stock it. If I got it, you got it. If I call it, she sliding, tell her to mop it. Yeah, I got that shit doing. Damn, she took that thing off and bring it around. Going at it till I'm on. Put that 90 in a hole, I'm beating it down. I'm back in that bag again. Whoa. Oh, say less. I'm back in that bag again. Yeah. Oh, say less. I'm back in that. Yeah. What you doing? Yeah. I'm back in that. Hey.
Alright, we're good. So we just made it. And let me rephrase what I said earlier. I said if truck drivers tell you that they they don't be in sticky situations all the time or damn near all the time, that they lying to you. That's not necessarily true, because you got some drivers that don't run the way that I do. You know, like me, you may as well call me a over-the-road truck driver, like OTR type shit, because, you know, I'm in New Jersey, bro. I live in Alabama. You know, so, but if you are a over-the-road truck driver, you in sticky situations almost every other day. Because you go to a state you ain't never been to before. You go to a certain part of town you ain't never been to before. And you run across some truck route signs, but you not seeing them, or you see them, but you like, you know what, I'm just gonna keep on going straight. I'm not gonna turn left. It tell me turn left, I'm gonna keep going. Like, you get yourself into sticky situations, you know, time after time. So yeah, let me just rephrase it. You know, you got some truck drivers that don't run the way that I do. You got some truck drivers that run from, if they live in Alabama, they run from Georgia to Mississippi back to Alabama, Georgia to Mississippi back to Alabama. I mean, they doing the same shit, you know, so they don't count. So I hope, you know, they don't watch this video and they like, bro, that's not true. Like, bro, you don't even you shouldn't even call yourself a real truck driver. You really don't run like that for real. Like, we really out here running. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I just want to rephrase that. And but let me get out and find the shipping office. All right, let's get it. Let's go. Let's go ahead and unstrap this load. The guy pulled me up. Seemed like he got a little attitude, but you know, you just gotta rise above. You gotta rise above stuff like that. You know, some people, you know, everybody have bad days. You know what I'm saying? And I'm guessing, you know, this might be a bad day for him, but I hope I can make him smile today. You know what I'm saying? That's if, you know, I get around him where I could say something to him or something. But, oh shit, yeah. Let's go ahead and get this load unstrapped, unloaded. And we heading to New York, man. We heading to New York. I think I've already told y'all, you know, call me Military Watts. If you don't call me Military Watts, don't call me nothing. Because we're going to pick up a military load, baby. We're going to pick up a military load. I literally just got off the phone with dispatch for that military load. And they were just, you know, making sure that I was all set to pick that load up on Monday. Like, yeah, I'm in New Jersey right now. You know, I'll be headed up to New York after I drop this load. So we ready. We ready for Monday. You know, once again, you know, I appreciate, you know, everybody that's following me on this journey. You know, I can't wait to experience it with y'all, and I know y'all can't wait to see what I'm picking up, because shit, I don't even know what I'm picking up. We both gonna, you know, we gonna go through that together. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what I'm picking up, so I can't tell y'all what I'm picking up. So we both gonna be surprised when we go pick whatever up. But I mean, and it could be not so surprising too, because I know the type of shit that they usually send on 18-wheelers, and yeah, some of it is cool as hell. Like, you got Humvees, the different type of Humvee looking trucks and stuff, like the ones that special forces use and shit. So they got different type of cool stuff that they put on these trucks, but they also have like rocket crates and stuff like that they'll ship off and stuff. So, you know, it could be not so exciting, but whichever way it go, it's gonna be a movie. It's gonna be an experience that I ain't never had. So it's gonna be worthwhile. You know what I'm saying? That's why I brought this load up to New Jersey in the first place. And oh yeah, so I will be doing like money, I will be doing money videos. Look how stuck it is. Look at that. Look at that. I hate that. Ugh. I will be doing money videos, you know, going through what I done made for the week and stuff like that. So y'all stay tuned for that as well. I don't know what day. I want to pick a day. I know I undid this one. I want to pick a day where I do that video. So y'all bear with me when it come to that. Yeah, I know oh shit. There we go. That shit just scared me. Did y'all see me just jump? I hope the camera didn't get that. Like get me do my head or something. Golly, that thing scared the hell out of me. But yeah, there we go. We're gonna do the money videos, so I'll let y'all know, you know, just how good it's going for me or how bad it's going, you know. But I must say this week was a good week. Here we go, another one. All of them probably like this. All right, those two are. Oh, that was my belly strap. God damn. Okay. Yeah, y'all gonna see how good it's going or how bad it's going. You know, I'm gonna be fully transparent on every single video, on every single week, you know. So hopefully it go good for me and I don't, you know, embarrass myself on YouTube, you know, running like crazy but not making no money. And of course I'm not gonna make no money like they was making money before 2021. Like, of course I ain't gonna make no you know, the real good money that truckers used to make right now. Hopefully it get back to that, but we simply just not there right now. So the market ain't, you know, the rates that I get, the rates that CRST get, you know, they are real good. They real good rates. Well, real good rates for what's going on right now. They are okay rates, and that's why I came over here, to take advantage of the okay rates. There we go. So yeah, I just got on the phone with my homie and he was like, man, you know, stop telling people just how good it is over here, because they're gonna come over here and they gonna, you know, then it's gonna slow down because there's too many people over here. And I'm like, man, you know, it's enough for everybody to eat, you know what I'm saying? It's enough over here. So if you want to come to CRST, you know, my driver code, driver ID, whatever you want to call it, it's AA Watts, W-A-T-T-S, A-A-W-A-T-T-S. And yeah, tell them I sent you, man, to come make this money, because it is over here. I'm telling you, it is over here. My dog, he just called me and he was like, so the one that referred me, he was like, so did I hype it up too you know, too bad or something, too good or whatever? And I'm like, nah, man, I made this straight to the bank this week, you know, my first full week, you know. And he like, oh, okay, yeah. And I'm like, yeah, I appreciate you, you know. And he's very appreciated. He know that, you know what I'm saying, because he didn't have to, well, I mean, he didn't have to be a friend of mine. He didn't have to go through what he went through with Jordan Carriers to get over here and see that the grass is actually greener over here, you know what I'm saying? But you know, luckily I'm his friend and he went through what he went through, you know. Now both of us eating, you know, and more y'all can eat. I just threw the, oh my god, I just threw it over again. I just threw the belly wrap over again, belly strap. It's all good. Oh, that's the belly strap. Can't throw that over. All right. But yeah, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna put the camera in my face so we can get personal. I got something to say. So we're gonna talk. All right, guys. So damn, finally he unloading me. Freaking finally. But let me see if he wants some. No, he don't. I'm gonna get in the back. But yeah, y'all, what I really wanted to talk about was something's really on my heart, and I just want to come to y'all and really just talk about it because it's helping me, and hopefully it'll help y'all as well. So I had heard something Michael Jordan said, and he basically was saying, you know, if you want to accomplish your goals, you have to be selfish, you know. And just let me try to explain it the way that he was explaining it. He was just saying, like, when it comes to accomplishing goals, you have like loved ones, you have certain priorities, certain things that you prioritize and stuff like that, that's gonna be in your way. You know, family gonna want time when you should be putting time into, you know, whatever goal you're chasing, you know, etc. You need to learn how to say no. You need to learn how to not indulge in certain things that's not pushing you, propelling you towards that goal. You need to lock in and stay focused on that goal until you accomplish it, you know. And for me, I just put it into perspective for myself, and you have to put it into perspective for yourself as well. With certain things that I've been going through, I could have easily said, you know what, I'm getting away from it, I'm not dealing with it, good riddance, you know what I'm saying? And I could have just stayed on track to accomplish my goals, but you know, to appease others' feelings and just to be present, etc., you start to let your goals fall to the wayside. You know what I'm saying? If you don't sacrifice other things, your goals will be the sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? And putting it into that perspective, it really just light a fire up under me, really. It's just like, all right, well, my goal is not going on the back burner no more. You know what I'm saying? Any and everything that's standing in the way of my goals are getting pushed to the wayside. You know what I'm saying? I got a son, you know, it's my baby boy. I got a son that I mean, he can't grow up the way that I did. Even though I grew up, I had a good childhood. I had a good life growing up. But when it came to certain things that I wanted and stuff like that, we couldn't get everything we wanted. You know, of course, for him, I want him to have any and everything that he ever wanted in life, you know, that he ever would want. You know what I'm saying? I don't want him to lack anything. So for me, that's some fuel for me. That's my fuel. You know, my son is, you know, why I'm doing what I'm doing, why I'm running the way that I'm running and stuff like this. I've never been in New Jersey. I've never been up to New York. I never carried a military load before, paying, well, we'll get into what it's paying in another video. But like, just sometimes you just have to be selfish, and I know it sounds kind of bad, but it makes so much sense. You have to be selfish, and by the time you get to, you know, accomplishing your goals, now you can afford to take a step back and be unselfish, and you can go on that family vacation, and you can spend time with these people and stuff like that, because you built your life first. Build your life, man, or we're gonna forever live check to check. We're gonna forever be stressed out, going to work on somebody else's job. We'll never get ahead.